It happened at Alcatraz in the summer of 1962. My name is Frank Dalton, and I was one of the few who dared to plan an escape from America's most notorious and impregnable prison. I'm writing this down only because no one truly knows what happened that night. We had meticulously prepared for the escape for almost half a year. There were 4 of us, myself, brothers John and Clarence Anglin, and Frank Morris. We discussed every detail carefully, whispering over meals in the cafeteria. "We can't afford any mistakes," Morris often reminded us, clenching his fist. "The guards are just waiting for an excuse." Each day, we discreetly collected tools and materials from prison workshops. Scissors, spoons sharpened to knife-like edges, small blade saw were carefully hidden within hollowed niches in our cell walls. Every night, after lights out, we quietly worked on the ventilation openings, inch by inch, bit by bit. The slightest noise could have betrayed us, so each scrape of metal against concrete sent shivers down my spine. "Quiet, John," Clarence would whisper when his brother worked too loudly. "You'll wake every guard here." "Damned concrete," John grumbled softly. "It's as if they made it indestructible on purpose." The dummy heads we created were near works of art. We collected hair from the barbershop, mixed paper with glue and dust meticulously, and painted faces using stolen workshop paint. "Do you really think the guards will buy it?" I asked doubtfully one evening. "They'll buy it," Morris replied confidently. "They won't even bother checking too closely." On the 11th of June, everything was ready. That night, I couldn't sleep, overwhelmed with thoughts of everything that could go wrong. Finally, the decisive moment arrived. "It's time," Morris whispered, pulling the grate from the wall. "Now or never." Each step through the maintenance corridors felt endless. I could hear my heart pounding, echoing in my ears. The wind on the roof cut through our skin, and darkness surrounded us entirely. Once at the shore, we retrieved our raft, crafted from stolen raincoats and rubberized materials. Inflating it turned out to be far more difficult than anticipated. "Quickly, they'll soon realize we're gone," urged John. "Come on, hurry up," Clarence encouraged anxiously. We paddled into the darkness, battered by waves from every side, freezing water soaking our bones. After an hour, we realized the current was pulling us out towards the open ocean. "We've drifted off course," John shouted. "We need to paddle harder," I yelled, struggling with the waves, exhausting my strength. The last thing I remember clearly is the deafening roar of an enormous wave crashing over us, tearing the raft apart. I tried desperately to hold on to something, but the water swallowed me whole. I woke up on the shores of San Francisco, found by a local fisherman who called for help. They took me to a hospital where I spent nearly a week recovering. Authorities quickly began an investigation, but I remained silent, too terrified to reveal the truth. After I recovered, I went underground. I changed names, assumed new identities, and moved frequently. Every day I was haunted by thoughts of my friends and the hope for freedom we once shared. I searched obsessively for any information about them, longing for even the smallest clue. Years later, rumors reached me that the Anglin brothers had been seen in South America, living under new names as small-scale farmers. Frank Morris, they said, was sighted in Canada. But no concrete evidence ever emerged. Deep down, I wanted to believe they were alive, but doubts constantly tormented me. Decades passed. Now I'm an old man, living quietly under a false name in a small town. Each day, I walk to the ocean and stare at the waves, hoping somehow to catch a glimpse of my lost friends. Often, I wonder if our escape was worth all the sacrifices and the fear that consumed us. I still don't have an answer, but one thing is certain: Alcatraz will never surrender its secrets.